Students, you all have feet. You all stand on your feet. Now, like you, all the birds have feet.
Different birds have different types of feet.
This is a pigeon, and this is a parrot. The feet of the parrot is different in shape and size to that of a pigeon.
Birds also have toes like you.
You all have 5 toes on each of your foot. But most of the birds have 4 toes on each of their feet. Now look at the toes of this crow. You can see a curved, pointed, and horny nail on each of the toes. The curved, pointed, and horny nails are known as claws. Like a crow, birds like a sparrow, a woodpecker, a rooster, and an eagle also have claws on their feet.
Most of the birds have claws on their toes.
Birds live in different habitats. Some birds live on trees. Some birds live in the bushes. Some birds live around the water-containing places, and some birds live even on the ground.
The shapes and the sizes of the feet and the claws of the birds depend on the habitats.
Students, you all know that a crow is an aerial animal. It spends most of its time flying in the sky. Sometimes it takes rest on the branch of a tree. A pigeon and a sparrow also take rest on the branch of a tree.
These birds hold a branch of a tree and take rest. So, these birds are called perching birds.
You cannot easily stand on the branch of a tree, but a crow can very easily stand on the branch of a tree for a long time. Have you ever wondered why this is? Well, let me tell you. Have a look at the foot of this crow. The crow has 3 toes in the front of its foot and 1 toe at the back,
so that it can hold a branch of a tree firmly.
Now, look at the claws of the crow. They are long, thin, and curved. These claws, too, help the crow to hold on to the branch of a tree. The kind of claws the crow has are known as perching claws.
Like a crow, perching birds like a sparrow and a pigeon also have perching claws. The claws too help them hold the branch of the tree firmly.
Students, you all know that a woodpecker builds its nest in a tree trunk. A woodpecker makes a hole in the tree trunk with the help of its beak.
To make a hole in a tree trunk, a woodpecker needs to climb the tree trunk and hold it firmly.
A woodpecker has 4 toes on its foot. Among the 4 toes, 2 of them are in the front and 2 of them are at the back. Now, this arrangement of the toes helps a woodpecker to climb a tree trunk.
A woodpecker also has strong claws on each toe.
These claws also help the woodpecker to climb a tree trunk and hold it firmly. The kind of claws the woodpecker has is known as the climbing claws.
A parrot also has climbing claws.
Students, we all know that a fish swims in water. Like a fish, a duck also swims in the water.
A swan also swims in the water.
Birds which can swim in the water are known as swimming birds. So, the birds like a duck and a swan are swimming birds.
A fish has fins to swim in the water. But a duck doesn't have any fins.
A duck swims in the water with the help of its feet. A duck has 4 toes on its foot. 3 of its toes point to the front, while 1 of the toes points to the back.
The 3 toes pointing towards the front has a web of skin in between them.
The feet having a web of skin in between the toes are known as webbed feet. Thus, the feet of the duck are webbed feet. A duck swims in the water with the help of its webbed feet.
A swan also swims in water with the help of its webbed feet.
Now this is a crane. A crane spends most of its time near the water. Like a crane, birds like a stork and a heron also live near water. Birds that live near the water are known as wading birds.
So, the birds like a crane, a stork, and a heron are wading birds.
Now have a look at the legs of this heron. It has long, thin, and slender legs. These legs help the heron to wade in the water. Now, look at its toes. It has 4 toes. Like a duck, 3 of its toes are pointing towards the front, and 1 of its toes is pointing towards the back.
A heron doesn't have a web of skin in between its 3 front toes.
A heron has spreading toes. These spreading toes do not allow its legs to sink in the water. They also help it to walk in the muddy water. Students, an eagle flies high in the sky. Do you know what an eagle eats?
An eagle kills animals like a rat and a snake and eats their flesh.
The animal that an eagle kills is the prey of the eagle. So, animals like a frog, a snake, are the prey of the eagle. Like an eagle, birds like a hawk and a kite also kill their prey and eat their flesh. Birds which kill other animals and eat their flesh are known as preying birds.
So, birds like an eagle, a hawk, and a kite are preying birds.
Now, look at the feet of an eagle. An eagle has 4 toes on each of its feet. Each toe on the foot of an eagle has sharp and spreading claws. An eagle uses its sharp claws to drag and carry its prey up to a long distance. It also uses its claws to tear the flesh of its prey.
Like an eagle, preying birds like a hawk and a kite also use their claws to tear the flesh of their prey.
Students, you all know that most of the birds fly in the sky. But there are some birds that cannot fly.
Birds like a kiwi and an ostrich cannot fly. They walk and run on land with the help of their legs.
You must have seen a cushion. Now, look at the foot of this ostrich. The toe on the foot of the ostrich looks like a cushion. The cushion-like toes of the ostrich helps it to walk and run.
An ostrich is a fast runner. It can run up to the speed of 70 kilometers per hour.
Like an ostrich, a kiwi also can run very fast. Some of you might have a hen in your home. You must have seen a hen scratching the ground. Have you?
Like a hen, a rooster also scratches the ground.
Birds which scratch the ground are called scratching birds. So, Birds like the hen and the rooster are scratching birds. A hen scratches the ground to search for its food. It scratches the ground to search for an insect or a seed to eat.
Like the hen, the rooster too scratches the ground to search for its food.
Now have a look at the foot of this hen. There are 4 toes on its foot. 3 of them point towards the front, while 1 of them points towards the back. All these toes have sharp claws on them. Toes with sharp claws help the hen to scratch the ground.
A rooster also has toes with sharp claws on its feet. Its toes, too, help it to scratch the ground.
Students, we have learned many things about the birds. Let us now recall some of them in short. There are many kinds of birds around us. The birds are the most beautiful animals on the earth. The body of a bird has different parts. The body of a bird has different kinds of feathers on it.
Hollow bones, air sacs, wings, and streamlined body help a bird to fly.
Different birds have different kinds of beaks. Different birds have different kinds of feet and claws.